All right, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We're happy to have you here. My name is Tawny Sons. I am with Create Your Cruise. Many of you know us, you see our emails. Today we are here with Kirk. He is from Royal Caribbean and he is a great friend of ours who's here to share with us all of the information that we know about Star of the Seas, which is going to debut in August of this year. This presentation is going to be ran mostly by Kirk. He knows all about the new updates and the new announcements that have been made internally. So he's going to share some exciting stuff with us. And meanwhile, I will be in the Q&A chat. So if you have any questions about Royal Caribbean, about Star of the Seas, throw them in that Q&A chat, and I will be answering you throughout the presentation. So without further ado, Kirk, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate everyone being on today. I'm on camera for a brief second. I have to show you guys my Marty McFly hat, which is actually perfect for today's topic because we will be talking about the entertainment on the ship today. And there's some unique things that you guys are going to experience today. We're very excited about the reveal of Star of the Seas. Guys, the ship comes out August of this year, right around the corner. I know Tawny and her team have some amazing pricing as well, which we'll talk about here in the end, as well as some offers. But really, today is going to be a quick overview of the entertainment on board. And guys, when I'm talking entertainment, I don't necessarily mean the shows. There are so many ways to entertain yourself on our cruise ships. I know that this class of ship daily has 73 different activities that you can do in a single day. So if you can't be entertained, something's wrong. Anyway, so we're first going to talk about some of the thrills that we have. Um, we have a water park on board Star of the Seas, guys. It is six amazing slides. It is complimentary. Yes, I said water park, and I said complimentary. We also have the Crown's Edge, and you can see it right there. You're strapped in. You walk out over the edge of the ship. You're on a plank. The plank drops, and you are flying over the edge of the ship. It is absolutely terrifying, but it is a fan favorite. So be sure you look out for that when you're on Star of the Seas. Now we do have some amazing spots for our little folks. We have Splashaway Bay, and we also have a playscape. And guys, I love this for families with small children. They finally have a place to go where the kids aren't necessarily, around the main pool areas or just the parents feel safe. They have their own little areas. The Splashaway Bay Playscape is a very unique area with its dry slides, climbing different various unique options. There's netting they can climb through. It's a really great place for small children and toddlers to have a good time. And then, of course, we have Adrenaline Peak, which are the rock climbing experiences on Star of the Seas. Our returning favorite, the Flow Rider. You can either kneeboard, you can stand on it, you can fall down like I do, get back up though. These are all complimentary experiences as well. The Lost Dunes is our miniature golf course. And guys, this golf course rivals any golf course, putt-putt golf course in my area. It is absolutely amazing. We have more people doing this on day one, and it is such a great spot for families to really just start their cruise and enjoy time together. And it's pretty amazing. And then of course our sports court, and this is where you could play basketball. We have pickleball, we have soccer, hockey. All different kinds of activities are held here as well. Some of them are complimentary, some might be a fee. There might be some extra charges for pickleball, but we do have open courts as well. Now, some of the chill experiences, this is more up my alley. Guys, we have 7 pools on 5 different decks. So imagine the old days of the cruise ships, where you have 1 or 2 rectangular pools. Guys, we have seven pools. So for families, we have the Royal Bay Pool. This is the largest swimming pool at sea. It's over 40,000 gallons. It is definitely the heart of the pool deck, and it is ginormous. And then, of course, we have Water's Edge. I do want to point out too that all of the pools are infinity pools, meaning they all go to the edge of the ship. They're so beautiful, so unique. Here's a great picture of what I mean. So when you're at the edge of the pool there, you're looking directly over the edge of the pool. If you're looking for more of a relaxing pool area, we have three. You're going to have the Cove Pool, which is a really unique location. Guys, there have been many times where I've been on the sister of this ship and there's no one there. People find their spots too on this, and I love that. Again, 7 pools, 5 different decks. This pool you're looking at here is Cloud 17. This originally was the adults only pool, but we have changed that since, and I'll show you the adults only pool. And then, of course, if you're in our suites program, you will have access to the Sun Deck, and these are exclusive for Star and Sky Class guests at our Suite Sun Deck pool. Now, for adults, we have the Hideaway. When I say adults, I mean 18 and up. So Swim and Tonic isn't necessarily 18 and up. It is a swim up bar, very similar. If you have been to Perfect Day, we have a swim up bar there. Kids, I've seen kids in there, but they don't really hang out there. They're just there to see mom and dad, tell them where they're going, maybe the water park, maybe their own pool. But really, guys, these are some great spots that adults can hang out in. This pool you're seeing here, this is the Hideaway. Again, adults only section of the ship. In the background, you can see the Sunset Lounge. They play amazing music, great spot to watch sunsets, great spot to watch sail away. This pool hangs 65 feet over the deck below, and the deck below is the Surfside Family Neighborhood. Just an amazing pool, great spot, great music, live DJ playing music there daily. Now,
We about to level up.
all right, I know that's a video. I know they play a little janky, but hopefully you got it. The concept of some of the shows there. I'm going to go into more detail. So if you're familiar with Royal Caribbean, you know that we are the leaders in the entertainment industry on cruise ships. Between acts in our Royal Theater, our Aqua Theater, our ice skating rinks, and then, of course, our Royal Promenade. And guys, because of the size of this ship, these theaters are even bigger and bolder and better. So the big one, guys, and I kind of gave it away with my hat. So if you remember Marty McFly in Back to the Future, it is now a musical. And guys, this just came out in Broadway last year. So we now have it on board the ship. If you know anything about Royal Caribbean, we love things that fly around. So a lot of our shows have things that fly over the crowd, the audience, over stage. I can only imagine that one of the 3 DeLoreans that we have will be flying over the audience. So get ready. That's going to be a spectacular show. Now, this one it's called Create. It's very unique and very clever. And I'm going to give away the big secret because I just found out myself today. That robot is going to be an actual robot. So that robot will go around the stage and it will accompany a thunderous orchestra. We're going to have dancing, visual arts. The robot will dive into dreams. There's going to be a lot of different expressive um, acts going on with the robot. It's going to have a lot of visuals. We have an amazing team that has built these visuals, and this robot will express those through all the sounds and creations from the orchestra, from the live music, and dancing from the team around. So I'm really curious about this one. Never done anything like it before, but there will be a live robot, well, not a live robot, but a real robot on stage for Create. And if all of you, any of you know anything about our Aqua Theater shows, guys, these are the most intense shows that you can see. I often ask people to describe them and they have difficulty doing it. It's Cirque du Soleil on water with high diving, dancing, theatrics, um, aqua ballet. There are so many different performances going on all at once with some amazing music. And guys, this show is going to blow everybody away. It is going to be the most incredible experience. We're going to have new acts that we've never had before. I think there might be a little presentation here in the end. We'll see. We also in our Aqua Theater are going to have a family themed show called Pirates and Mermaids. And of course, you can imagine the swashbuckling adventures that are going to be going around. A lot of dance, a lot of song, a lot of escapades going on with mermaids and pirates. And it's really just a wow-worthy show for families. So we want everyone to have some amazing experiences, especially the kids in the Aqua Theater. Now, for our ice skating rink, what's unique about the shape of this ice skating rink on Star of the Seas is that it is circular. On most of our other ships, it is a square rink. Well, if you think about it, ice skaters don't skate in 90-degree angles. So we've created a much larger surface area for them to build up momentum and to do the things that they're capable of doing. Most of our performers are former Olympian athletes from all over the world, and I love that. Guys, they do things, I don't even know how they practice these things. They'll do flips and twists and throw each other, and it is absolutely amazing. This one specifically is going to revolve around the sun. It's going to be from the sun rising in Miami, sun setting over to California, over the Santa Monica Pier. There are intense laser productions going on at the same time. For those of you who had seen some of our shows before, there are going to be some imagery that are going to be on the ice that are going to blow you away. And the ice skaters, too, will be part of that experience. And then, of course, in the Royal Promenade, because of the size of this, every single entertainer aboard our ship will be part of this act. And it's going to involve King Atlantis, and he's going to try to discover the royal scroll for his ocean queen. Again, it is every performer from the high divers, the ice skaters, the people in the Royal Theater, the orchestra, every performer in our entourage will be part of this experience, and it will be in the Royal Promenade. And then, of course, guys, entertainment isn't just our shows. It's all of the venues and everything that makes you excited and happy to sail on Royal Caribbean. So returning is the Attic, where our comedy club, our comedians hit the stage, and you might be part of the act if you're lucky enough. They also perform in the Royal Theater. I prefer the Attic. I love the intimacy about it. But we have comedians from all over the world join our ships and bring out the laughs for everybody. Then, of course, there's Music Hall. This is a two-story venue. It is concert-style entertainment. So we bring in bands. A lot of them are headliners. A lot of them are acts that will perform today's hits. The operating hours are based around programming, so there might be some other things going on in here, but the real entertainment is when we bring the tribute bands and some of the bigger bands on. There are two bars located on the top and bottom floor as well of deck 3 and 4. So if you have the drink package, you can get your drinks there, or a la carte as well. Now, for those of you who are familiar with the Schooner Bar, there is a Schooner Bar on board. However, we have a dueling piano bar. And these two people, man, they really light up the night. They take requests. There's a big competition between these two dueling it out at the piano bar. What I love too about all of these venues, with the exception of the Attic, these are all open. So when you're in the promenade, all of the action is going out in the promenade too. So these have a much larger venue space for everyone to enjoy. So you can be in the different venue spaces, or you can be on the outside and enjoy them as well too. Lou's, a very unique open air lounge bar that is located in Central Park. It's classic soulful bands that play here. The last time I saw this on the sister ship, it had a 15-piece orchestra. And guys, it was absolutely amazing. They were actually playing today's hits, but as an orchestra. It was absolutely gorgeous. I also want to mention that each bar and each venue that I'm talking about today, they all have their own unique signature cocktails. So every bar serves up a different cocktail and different drink menu. It's not all the same. They're all different. Here's kind of a rendering of what Lou's is going to look like. This is from the inside. You can see the bar. And then to the right of there, you can't quite see it, There are open doors that open up into Central Park. So while the band is playing, you're listening to this live, beautiful orchestra play amazing music. Now, we also have the 1400 lobby bar, which is directly as you board the ship on deck 5. It's really a hidden gem. It is absolutely gorgeous in decor, and they have it right here. That drink, I don't know how they do it, but there's this bubble they create on the top of it. And when you kiss it or you start to drink it, it puffs out into this foam and this smoke. It is so cool. It is delicious. It is the 1400 specialty drink, and it's only located at the 1400 lobby bar. And then, of course, we have Boleros, our Latin themed restaurant. If you want to dance salsa, if you just want to listen to some great music, or just watch other people dance as well. And that's going to be Boleros. Oh, here's a great view of the 1400 lobby bar. So guys, this is our first ever arrival bar. So when you board the ship directly to your left or right, depending on which area you come from, you'll be able to go right up to the bar and get a fresh cocktail right when you board. It is gorgeous. You could see the gorgeous windows there too. So during the day, all the lighting that comes into the promenade. There's also an outdoor seating area too. So it's really our first ever indoor-outdoor lounge experience. It is open from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. So keep that in mind. Great spot. I love meeting here before I go to dinner. Absolutely gorgeous. So I know everybody has a unique form of entertainment, and some of you, your entertainment is food. It's one of mine too. They're not all up here, but we have 21 different dining options on the ship, and 11 of those are complimentary. So some unique experiences on Star are going to be the Lincoln Park Supper Club. Guys, this only seats 38 guests. It is a 3-hour dining experience. It is absolutely amazing. There is a jazz band that plays, and they pair the food with the music with your drink. So it's all accompanied by the music, the drink, and the food all together. Absolutely amazing. Also, another favorite is the Aquadome Market. And this is located under the Aquadome. And there's 5 different restaurants in here to choose from, and they're all complimentary. You don't need to go to the Windjammer if you're in a rush. You can just go down to the Aqua Dome Market, or the day you board. If you don't necessarily feel like going to the Windjammer or one of the other places, the Aqua Dome Market is perfect. And of course, we have returning favorites. A new one, though, again, is Base Camp, and that's going to be up on the pool deck. What I love about Base Camp, Surfside Bites, Surfside Eatery, El Loco Fresh, they're all located on the pool decks. And guys, you don't have to race to put your clothes on, dry off, go into Windjammer. You can just go as you are to these places and grab your bites to eat. So whatever you want to make your experience, we have it for you. You can see the dollar signs there. Those are going to be the specialty dining, and whatever doesn't have it on it, those are going to be complimentary. There are a couple on there though that are not listed. We only had room for a couple.
Cutest breaking news ever! It's your Chief Dog Officer Rover here, and guess what? I'm finally a big sister! Sailor is a very goodest girl, just like me. And she's about to start her journey to become Chief Dog Officer of Star of the Seas. She's going to make the best family dog for the crew on Star, and the cutest best friend to the guests on board and at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, just like me! And guess what? Her ship is my ship's sister ship. Soon, my little sister will start learning all the skills she needs for her job, like traveling the world and making friends on board, so that she can live her best life ever at sea, just like me! I can't wait to meet her this summer. I'll be keeping an eye on her, so stay tuned for more of Sailor's first moments. Welcome to the world, Sailor!
Oh my gosh, how cute is Sailor? Probably our most popular entertainer on our ship. So Star of the Seas, unlike its sister, is going to be doing 5 different itineraries, all going to different locations, all going to Perfect Day. I was pointing out one earlier. Typically for Royal Caribbean, a lot of our ships that sail out of Puerto Rico, you have to fly to Puerto Rico. Well, Star of the Seas will actually be going to Puerto Rico. And of course, guys, this will be going out of Port Canaveral. She starts sailing right around the corner in August. and she will remain there at least through April of 26. But you can see there are 5 different 7-night itineraries. If you want to get a little crazy, you can do some back-to-backs there, guys, and really see the world. So make sure that you reach out to Tawny and her team to get on the Star of the Seas at your convenience. So for those folks who are joining today and are able to see the webinar later, we do have an exclusive offer for Create Your Own Cruise. We're offering free specialty dining for 2 if you book by May 20th. And this isn't just for Star, this will be for all of Royal Caribbean sailings, but it has to be by the end of December. So December 31st of 2025, the sailings must be by then in order to receive the specialty dining, and they must be booked by May 20th. So there you go, guys. Create Your Own Cruise. You can see the number below. I know all of you know it because Tawny and her team are so amazing. And now, I believe Tawny and I can answer any of your questions, hopefully.
Yes, I've been answering a few. So just to recap for everybody, we did have a question about the Lincoln Park Supper Club and the cost. I would say, the prices with Royal Caribbean on the amenities tend to rotate, but average, you're looking at about $200 per person for those experiences at the supper clubs. And remember, that's going to be your live music, your dinner, and your pairings.
Yeah, and I do want to mention, as we all know, we have so many different offers and specials. So if you catch it right, I've seen pricing as low as 140, 150, right around there too. But
Check around holidays, holiday
yeah,
weekends,
there you go.
Memorial Day weekend coming up around the corner. Certainly there's a lot of opportunities if you are not familiar with booking Royal Caribbean. The amenities will go on sale, so there'll be special promotions. So around 4th of July, Memorial Day weekend, any kind of special holiday, I always tell my guests to check your email and expect to see some deals if you hop on the app and try to purchase your amenities around them. We had a question here about main dining room experience. So want to kind of explain, I think there's an echo on mine, so I'm going to let you explain it, but about how there's one main dining room and then complimentary dining venues throughout.
Yeah, so for main dining, guys, we have 3 decks that offer our main dining. So there's a My Time dining, and that's where you choose the time of dining that you like. Or you can go with our traditional dining. And now we have 3. So there's an early, a mid, and a late. So the early might be 5:30, the mid might be 6:30, and then the late might be 7:30 or 8. So we do have different variations of the dining experiences, but our main dining obviously is going to be the largest. And then as I mentioned, so that's one, main dining is one, and then there's 20 other different dining options. So if you know that, and listen, guys, our shows are phenomenal. If you know that you have a show booked and you don't want to miss it, with all of the different complimentary dining options on board, you can simply get a grab and go. That marketplace that I mentioned is right in the dome where our Aqua Theater show is. We have so many guests that just go there and then they grab their seat and they watch the show while they're dining. And that's the marketplace. So yeah, there's quite a few different dining options, 21 to be exact.
Perfect. Thank you for that answer. Is this a little better? Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay, turn my camera off. Couple more questions over here. We'll kind of slide through them. And if you could, Kurt, go back to the specialty dining offer too, so I can go through that here in just a few. Had a couple questions here about costs, about working with Royal Caribbean versus working with a travel agent. We work in partnership with Royal Caribbean, so want to make sure everyone understands how that works. So as far as getting the best deal, you're always going to get the best deal by working with an agent because we can offer you whatever the lowest deal in the marketplace is, whether that's a special rate from us, whether it's a free specialty dinner for 2 on top of whatever the lowest price in the marketplace is. We're going to make sure you get the best deal and the most value, but also you want to work with somebody that you trust, somebody that knows what they're doing, somebody that has great relationships with their partners. So when working, of course, we recommend that you work with us at Create Your Cruise. We are a partner agency of Royal Caribbean and several other cruise lines. We work with all major cruise lines, but we have been doing this for over 20 years. All of our agents are very passionate about cruising and understand all the ins and outs of cruising, and they know how to get you the best deals and combine it with exclusive offers like this. So please, if you're interested in a cruise, you'd like to know the cost of a cruise, and there's some questions here, please reach out to us. You can reply to your Zoom webinar, or you can fill out one of our forms. We're going to email everybody a copy of this presentation tomorrow, and then we will be happy to get you some pricing and some quotes done.
I would like to add, guys, I have a confession. When I travel, guess who I book through? Create Your Cruise.
Yes, he does.
I actually just celebrated my spring break cruise through Create Your Cruise and could not believe the pricing. So there you
Yes,
go.
there are
It's a
literally
testament.
times when the prices will blow you away with how good they are, and then there are times where we're going to have extra special amenities for you. So we're always going to get you that special offer, make it just a little bit better for you, sweeten that pot. And this offer is going to be available for a week, so it's available till next Tuesday. This is for any 5+ night sailings for July through December of this year. So if you're booking a balcony and above on Star of the Seas or any other ship sailing in the second half of this year, you are going to be eligible to have a free specialty dining experience for 2, and that's going to get you free entry with an appetizer and entree, dessert, all kinds of good stuff. And you'll get to book it when you get on board, and we'll go through that with you. I have a lot of people asking me questions about certain dates. Shoot me an email, just reply to your Zoom. Shoot me an email with what you're looking for, and I can link you up with an agent so we can get you going and answer all your specifics and look up those prices for you. And someone wants to know about shows, Kirk, if shows are included. I'm still echoing, so I'm going to let you answer this.
Absolutely, guys. All of our shows are included. There are some items that we have to charge for. So that Crown's Edge is one of them. Because if you can imagine 6,500 people standing in a line to go on Crown's Edge, so there is a fee for that, and it's I think $29 and $39, depending on if it's in port or if it's out at sea. And the escape room, and that is another thing that we charge for. Everything else, the zip lining, the flow rider, all of the shows, they're all included. Guys, I'm talking about Broadway shows that cost $150 or dinner theater experiences like the Empire Supper Club and the Lincoln Park Supper Club. Those places you would pay incredible fees for, but there are some amazing things inclusive on Royal Caribbean that are included in the experience. So yes, all of the shows are included.
Couple more questions. Someone wants to know about San Juan. You dock in San Juan, not in Ponce. So you'll dock in San Juan proper.
Correct.
And somebody wants to know, hi, Ron, the Promenade Cafe, it has not been removed. It is still on there. So the whole Central Park area, you still have that Central Park Cafe. You still have those specialty restaurants in there on Icon and Star, I believe.
Yes, and two other things that I did not go over. One is called Bubbles. It is a champagne bar in Central Park. And then also we have connected the Trellis Bar to our Chops restaurant. So if you did not want to sit down for a specialty dining meal, you could go to the Trellis Bar and order some light bites, like filet bites, some amazing different appetizer options. So if you just want to get a quick grab and go and a glass of champagne or a martini, you certainly can sit outside in Central Park. And guys, it feels like Central Park when you're there. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Somebody wants to know if you can make reservations ahead of time. Yes, you cannot with this free specialty dining offer. So whenever you get a free complimentary offer, you can't book that till you get on board. However, you can still make your other standard reservations, which we could help you with. Unfortunately, this one is one of those where you get a certificate, and then once you're on board, you can get it booked. Question about the dining experience with the train. They want to know
Yes,
if that's on Star.
different ship, but oh my gosh, guys. I'm still kind of waiting for them to surprise us and say, "Hey, we also have it on." So that's the Royal Railway at Utopia Station. So Utopia of the Seas, our different ship. That is a very unique dining experience. It is a dinner theater on a train on a ship. It is about a 90-minute virtual experience where you feel like you're actually moving in the train, and it's a dinner theater show. So the first experience we have is the Wild Wild West. The train gets robbed while you are dining, and there's a lot of action going on for 90 straight minutes. Future cruise or ships that we have that will have that same experience will include Murder on the Orient, Silk Road, and Polar Express. So we will be coming out with more experiences. So hold on. And I'm still hopeful this might be popping up on Star and they haven't told us yet.
Yeah, so that was my next comment. A lot of you want to know what the difference between the ships are, what specific promenade like features will be. A lot of this we don't know yet. So Star is not going to sail until later this summer, but Kirk and I will be excited to sail. We're going to be on the inaugural. So after we sail, we're going to come back and answer those questions for you, like what's the biggest difference between Icon and Star, and what was the show's differentiating, and what does the promenade look like, and all of that. So we'll be back with all those answers as soon as we have them, as soon as we get to lay eyes on the beauty of Star of the Seas. We expect that there'll be, sister ships, quite a lot of things that are the same. If you've been on Icon, you'll know to expect greatness. And if you haven't been on Icon, then you have two amazing new classes of ships that feel completely different from a standard Royal Caribbean, Oasis class or Freedom class. It's something completely different and yet the same exciting things that Royal always brings. So if you haven't been on these, we have to get you on board. We'll be able to tell you a lot more later this summer. I think that's all the questions. Utopia is not the same layout or class. Utopia is Oasis class ship, and Icon is Star is an Icon class ship. So they will be different from the Utopia or the Oasis class. Still getting lots of questions. Does dueling pianos play every night?
They do.
And it is not on all ships. No, dueling pianos is not
It's
on
only
all
on
ships.
Icon. Yeah, everything that we went over today was on Icon class. Although there are some similar venues, but yes. Dueling
Yes,
Pianos is only on Icon so far and Star of the Seas.
exclusive to this class. And let me tell you, it gets packed. So if you want to experience that, you do need to go a little bit early if you want a seat.
Yeah, I
Standing room
typically stand out in the
only.
promenade, which is cool
Yep.
too. But I've been inside as well. It gets
Um,
crazy. I do feel bad for Schooner Bar because
I know. He gets a little
it kind of
lonely
took
over
away from
there.
that the poor guy in the piano bar there. It's just he's people walking by listening to him, but
If
still
you
a great
love like
spot.
a Jimmy Buffett feel though, definitely go back over
Yeah,
there to
definitely.
Schooner Bar.
Yeah.
One thing I do love about the Icon is you can walk down the promenade and you can have 15 different experiences.
Yes.
So you can have a quiet lounge, you can have a Latin bar, you can like that's all in one hallway basically. So you're walking down one floor and you can have all those different experiences. So you can just literally go where your heart desires in that moment, which is kind of a fun thing to have that much variety and option.
It's also incredible that it doesn't flood into each other. Like
It
they all
doesn't.
have their own unique areas, and it's just designed in such a way that they can offer that. I love it.
And something that impressed me so much about Icon when we were on it is that you have all these incredible venues, but all of them being as high energy and exciting and well designed as they are, the crowd control is natural. You never feel like you're on a packed ship. Like if you're in Utopia and it's like a really exciting event, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that crowd. You're gonna feel everybody all in one place. Icon is like everything is perfectly spread out, so there's never too much of anything and there's never too little of anything.
It's amazing.
Crown's Edge, will it be open in port and sea days?
Yes.
Perfect.
That
And
is a
then,
fee-based experience.
yes, and you
Okay.
need reservations.
Yes.
You cannot just show up for that one. So make sure you have that pre-booked.
Yeah, there's only a limited number of spots during the time frame that it's open.
Yes. The last question is not one that we can really answer. Why aren't there different destinations? Because you've been to those islands already. It's a great question. I know we'd like to see it. However, there's only two of these class of ships. So when there's only two, the most popular destinations will always remain the Western Caribbean and Eastern Caribbean. So I would expect to see these classes of ships stick around Florida for a little bit, doing 7-night itineraries until they announce their new class of ship. All right, I think that's all the questions we got to everybody. If you have any more, there's a couple more seconds for you to throw them up there. But thank you all for joining us. What an incredible crowd. Loved engaging with you, going through these questions and exciting things. And I hope you'll take advantage of this offer. We're going to send you all an email tomorrow that has the recorded copy of this presentation, as well as the offer and some special sailings or special prices. So we look forward to helping you plan your next Royal Caribbean cruise. Thank you again for joining us. And thank you, Kirk.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tawny.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you all later. Have a great night.